their life, they are complaining without realizing it. Complaining happens through people's thoughts as well as their words, and most people aren't aware of the many thoughts in their head.
एक
Any
मिनट.
com- huh.
Karthik, are you recording? You are, right?
I just started. Can we read the first page again if you don't
Acha,
mind?
acha. Reread? Okay. No
Wait,
problem.
I've started.
Okay.
So today we read day 9, the money magnet.
Hmm.
And you can start now.
Yes. It is only with gratitude that life becomes rich. That Dietrich Bonhoeffer, 1906 to 1945, Lutheran pastor. Gratitude is riches and complaint is poverty. It's the golden rule of your whole life, whether it is your health, job, relationships, or money. The more grateful you can be for the money you have, even if you don't have very much, the more riches you will receive. And the more you complain about money, the poorer you will become. Today's magical practice turns one of the biggest reasons people complain about money into an act of gratitude, and so it has double the power to change the circumstances of your money. You will be replacing a complaint which makes you poorer with gratitude, which which magically brings you riches. Most people wouldn't think they complain about money, but if there is a lack of money in their life, they are complaining without realizing it. Complaining happens through people's thoughts as well as their words, and most people aren't aware of the many thoughts in their head. Any complaining, negative, jealous, or worried thoughts or words about money are literally creating poverty. And of course, the biggest complaints come when money has to be paid out. If you don't have enough money, paying your bills can be one of the most difficult things to do. It can seem like there is a greater stream of bills that there is money to pay them. But if you complain about your bills, then what you are really doing is complaining about money, and complaining keeps you in poverty. If you don't have enough money, the last thing you would normally do is feel grateful for your bills. But in fact, that is exactly what you have to do to receive more money in your life. To have a rich life, you must be grateful for everything to do with money, and begrudging your bills is not being grateful. You must do the exact opposite, which is to be grateful for goods or services you have received from those who build you. It is such a simple thing to do, but it will have a monumental effect on the money in your life. You will literally become a money magnet. To be grateful for a bill, think about how much you have benefited from the service or goods on the bill. If it is payment for rent or a mortgage, be grateful that you have a home and you are living in it. What if the only way you could live in a home was by saving up all the money and paying cash for it? What if there was no such thing as lending institutions or places or to rent? Most of us would be living on the streets. So be grateful to the lending institutions on your or your landlord, because they have made it possible for you to live in a home or apartment. If you are paying a bill for gas or electricity, think about the heating or cooling you received, and hot showers and every appliance you were able to use because of the service. If you are paying a phone or internet bill, imagine how difficult your life would be if you had to travel vast distances to talk to each person individually. Think about how many times you have been able to call family and friends, send and receive emails, or access information instantly through the internet because of your service provider. All these remarkable services are at your fingertips, so be grateful for them, and be grateful that companies trust you by providing their services before you have paid for them. Ever since I discovered the phenomenal power of gratitude, I write the magic words, thank you, paid, on every bill as I pay it, and I never miss a single one. At the beginning, When I didn't have the money to pay a bill, I would still use gratitude's magical power and would instead write across the bill, "Thank you for the money." Then, then when I had the money to pay it, I would add, "Thank you, paid." Today you are going to do the same. Take any currently unpaid bills you have and use gratitude's magical power by writing across them, "Thank you for the money," and feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill, whether you have it or not. If you receive and pay most of your bills online, then when you receive an online bill, forward it to yourself as an email and write in the subject line in capital bold letters, "Thank you for the money." Next, find 10 bills you have paid in the past and write across the front of each one the magic words, "Thank you, paid." As you write on each paid bill, feel as grateful as you possibly can that you had the money to pay the bill. The more gratitude you can harness for the bills you have paid, the more money you will magically magnetize to you. From this day forward, you could make it for regular practice that whenever you pay a bill, you briefly think about the great service you have received from the bill and write across the face of the bill the magic words, "Thank you, paid." And if you don't have the money to pay a bill, use gratitude's magical power and write, "Thank you for the money," and feel as if you are saying thank you because you have the money to pay the bill. Feeling gratitude for the money you have paid uh, out guarantees you will receive more. Gratitude is like a magnetic golden thread attached to your money. So when you pay money out, the money always returns to you. Sometimes equally, sometimes tenfold, sometimes hundredfold. The abundance you receive back depends on now not on how much money you give, but on how much gratitude you give. You could have so much gratitude when you pay a bill for $50 that you could receive back hundreds of dollars. Magic practice number 9, the money magnet. First, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Second, take a current unpaid bills you have, use gratitude's magical power, and write across each one, "Thank you for the money." Feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill, whether you have it or not. Third, take 10 bills you have paid in the past and write across the front of each one of them the magic words, "Thank you, paid." Feel truly grateful that you had the money to pay the bill. Fourth, before you go to sleep, take a magic rock in one hand and say magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day."
Thank you, I.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So I think we have, now we have understood that this book has different patterns. Like in week one, also we had a chapter on money, chapter on health and relationships. Now week two also is going similar pattern. So in
Yes.
4 weeks, we'll touch all these points. And today we have read the chapter. We read the term money a lot of times, but still, somewhere I feel the chapter does not focus on the money. It teaches us to be, feel grateful about the services we get because of that money. So we are paying for certain things and getting services like we are using, let's say, a geyser and we are having hot water, then internet, which is a big thing, then your mobile phones and XYZ. So the services which we are getting, because money is the medium for all these things, common medium. So it is very important to feel grateful about that money. And the abundance it is talking about, like when we donate in temples, so who people who donate in big, large sum amount of money, they have this notion that I have earned so much because of the God himself or herself has given me so much money. So I'm just sharing a part of it. और जितना दोगे उससे कई गुना ज्यादा मिलेगा. So in our culture, in our religions, whatever we donate, we have this in our mind already that whatever we give, we'll get back in many folds. But in day-to-day life, somewhere we miss that point. So I think that is a beautiful, thing which I have got from today's
Correct.
chapter.
And I would like to say one more thing, that some people, they have a grudge. Bapre, while paying the bill, na, that is thing. So much I have to pay, because while spending they don't think, and while paying the bill they say, Bapre, I have to pay so much. But that is the real, that you have the money so that you can pay. No? So it is better to spend and have money than not to spend.
That is true. True. Absolutely. I also think, Karthik, I mean, I don't know if you remember this from The Secret and Madhu Aunty. In the book, it says there's something called the law of tithing. I don't know why I suddenly remembered it. Do you remember this, Karthik? And the law of tithing says that whatever you earn, you have to, as a practice, donate 1/10 of your income. So if you're making 5,500, has to go to charity. And that's the only way you can actually open your palm and let it go, and then actually keep it open for something to come in, right? If you have closed palms, nothing's coming in and nothing's going out. So law of tithing is also very, very important, which is 1/10 of
Yes.
whatever you earn. It could be charity, it could be your maid, it could be anybody at all. And I
If
think
you don't spend, anyway the economy will suffer. So you should spend.
correct.
So that cycle
Karthik
starts.
and I are full for spending only.
So,
See, there are some people, what they say, why, because you are spending so much money in marriages and all that, so it is waste of money and all this thing they are saying. I say those who don't, those who do not have money, for them it is okay not to spend. You should not take a loan and spend money. But those
That's
people
right.
who have money, they must spend, because that money gets distributed among the so many people. Na? So when they
It
have the
creates job.
capacity, they must spend. No? That is a Keynesian theory, no? We have learned in commerce.
But
Keynes theory.
Warren Buffett doesn't say that. Huh?
Yeah,
Warren Buffett
that-
doesn't say that you should spend.
I am follower of Keynesian theory. Keynes.
Warren Buffett says first you decide what you want to save.
Huh.
yeah,
Think of spending only what is remaining.
yeah.
No, but those who have
But-
so much excess money, they only can spend that much. No,
No, he
So-
doesn't talk of excess money. He says even if you are earning 100, you should decide 5% of my money I'm going to save. Then the remaining 95 is only available for spending. That is how you.
what I think, the others should not grudge why that fellow is spending so much. Let him spend, na?
So for this wedding, no, I can relate it to yesterday's chapter. Initially, weddings also we invite people, and we have community dinner or lunch or whatever it is. So we feed people, and as a matter of fact, gratitude, gratefulness, all the relatives and guests bless the couple. So it is also an activity of mass gratitude for whatever you're eating, whatever you're blessing, and whatever money is being spent. So I think everything is interrelated.
100%. And Karthik, for my business, so I want people to spend on weddings. Yeah. So I'll to never say you don't spend. Spend. No, of course. Super. Anything, Kruti? Anything all good? Yeah, understood. I think in the beginning only, and this happens to me a lot, it's funny because every time I read the chapter, I read it like I've never read it again. In the beginning, it said, be thankful for your bills, which I think she shouldn't have put in the chapter, because immediately it says you're not actually thankful for the bills. Like Karthik said, you're thankful for the services, right? I think that is a very, very, very important takeaway, because if you're thankful for the bills, then all we're getting is more bills, which we don't
And
want.
also from Secret, this term, I am a money magnet, what
Yeah.
people usually, they read and they write it on a slip and keep it in wallet or paste it somewhere. But and most of the time it doesn't work, that you do not attract money. The reason is feelings, because our beliefs are so strong that we have to do a lot of hard work to earn money. It might be true in some cases, it might not be true in some cases. So the whole concept of feelings is missing. You cannot feel that money is coming to you. So that shit where you have written I'm a money magnet, it is just a piece of paper.
They say na, money attracts money.
Money attracts
Yeah,
money.
that is true. That is so true. But Karthik, you're so right about these conditioning. Because remember, I think in the first episode we were talking about it, where we said your condition, especially in a normal middle class, Indian background, that you have to work hard. You have to work hard. And if you see any life coach or any coach talking about the secret or the law of attraction, they actually want you to unlearn and relearn something. They want you to unlearn the fact that you need to work hard for your money, and the conversation with you about your money needs to change, which is the most difficult thing to do. The most. Karthik, जब
Money.
करोगे तभी बता देना कैसे करना है.
I will also try. And today's assignment, so it says that you take 10 bills which you have already paid. So these days we are doing online. So they have
Yeah.
given an alternative that you mail it to yourself, writing that thank you paid. I personally feel you can write it on a notebook also. That makes you connected more, but it depends on you. So 10 paid bills, and whatever new bills you have, which you have to pay or you don't have money to pay as of now, just write thank you for the money. So eventually your mental conditioning will be somewhere, how do you call it? I mean, it will change slowly, and just feel grateful. In office, I remember a lot of times when salary comes, some people are excited, oh, salary आ गया, account में check कर लो. And some people are, हाँ, अभी कट जाएगा ना, सब EMI कट जाएगा, बचेगा क्या?
Yeah.
So
We don't want to take names, Karthik. बह मत जाना. लोग देखेंगे मारेंगे.
I know.
I'm part of the HR team. I know there are employees who will come and wave us, thank you, salary aaya. We know that smile ke okay message aa gaya hai, so it has got credited. But there are people with why is this deduction and where has the missing amount gone? So
in this close down, basically lockdown, what we have, I get written messages from some of my employees, basically, thank you for paying me this month, madam.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very nice. Very nice. Super.
And some people must be cribbing at home. इनके
हाँ,
पास
कि-
इतना पैसा है, दे ही
Some
नहीं है.
people after the New Year's reviews happened, yes, some people are still cribbing.
But the cribbers will always crib. So
Yeah.
what can you do?
Why he got more? It's not like why I got
Oh.
less. Why he got more?
That is there.
Very bad.
Anyways, let's work towards a good society, and money is just a medium for the services
But
we get.
aren't we thinking too much of money in this book?
No, because we are focusing on money. So money, we have read one chapter. We have read a chapter on health also.
Yeah.
We read
You
a
are
chapter
noticing
which was on health,
money.
food and water.
Why?
But we are stuck with money.
Hard discussions on money.
lot more discussions on money, I feel.
Yes.
Because again,
Anyways,
bottom of the
one more
pyramid.
chapter on money will come. Don't worry.
Oh my
we'll
God.
start again. I think that's day 17. So we still have way. Okay. So what's new, Sonam?
Okay. Should I take something very simple?
Hmm.
So, Karthik and I today were studying the entire day. My mom-in-law knows. We've attended various classes. One of the very, very interesting people I came across today was somebody called Donna Eden. Now, Donna Eden is actually the #1 energy medicine healer in the entire of America. And what she does is she is now teaching doctors and nurses how to use energy to heal. So you can heal your body, you can heal your mindset, you can heal various things. I'm still very, very new into the course that I'm doing. And today she spoke about something called, I think it's called Radiance Orbit. Let me just check again, but it is called. So basically what she says is you have 9 levels of energy that she can actually see because she's blessed. And she can work on those energies, and she can teach you to work on those energies and cure yourself. Now, I know that a lot of us have sleeping issues, various issues, etc. I'm going to show you a very, very, very simple technique that we'll do. It's going to be just breathing in, breathing out with your hands placed in a certain way. And what this ensures is sound sleep and complete relaxation. Now, yet again, for somebody with anxiety, somebody with depression, somebody with overthinking thoughts, and when you go into something called a flight or fight mode, right? That's the mode that you go into when you have an anxiety attack. This is the best, most relaxing technique. Or in India, if you're in India, it's called a mudra. So if you all have heard of the mudra man, or if you all have heard of mudras that you can do to relax yourself, this is the best one. We'll place our hands in a certain way. Just breathe in and breathe out 15 times, and you can do this every night. It's going to really unwind you down. So today we're going to do a nice unwind so then you all can sleep better, right? Super. So just watch what I'm doing first, and then once I ask you all to close your eyes, you can follow suit. You take your right hand and you place it on your forehead, right? You take your left hand and you place it at the bottom of your head, right here. Okay, that's about it. That's your placement. Shut your eyes, and when I guide you, we just do deep breathing. Okay? Okay, everybody, close your eyes. Your right hand goes on your forehead. Your left hand goes at the bottom of your head. Stay there. Close your eyes. This is you doing a simple, super simple Donna Eden energy medicine technique. This is going to wind you down. It is a beautiful practice to do right before bedtime. Leave your worries aside. Feel the heat that is coming from your palm onto your forehead and at the back of your hand. Feel the heat. And now gently go into a breathing routine. So deep breathe in and out. 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 Take a deep breath 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 in and out. One last time. Take a deep breath in and out. And stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Now slowly, like we always do, get your hands on your eyes and open. Super, super. Ruti, even in the middle of your day, if you want to tell people at work, Madhu, you want to tell people at work, this is proven to be one of the most relaxing techniques.
Thank you.
Super.
Really relaxing, huh?
Anna, immediately.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing.
I'm
Also, actually,
every day nowadays I'm doing this for the chakra balancing exercises, breathing technique, which doctor I had attended this course from Dr. Patankar.
okay.
He kind of 7 days workshop basically.
Oh, fantastic.
So
chakra, that's how I learned. We do chakra with sounds. It's pretty cool.
one chakra every day, not all of them together. One chakra. So 7 days you finish 7 again. You
Great. Go back.
and that is just the maintenance exercises, not the. He also has something called cure. This thing. He's along with his medicine. He's now using this
Wow.
for the reversal of diabetes, for the weight loss, everything.
Oh, wow. That's
You,
fantastic.
Dr.
Yes.
Patankar, by the way, I don't know. I have not heard.
किंवा नितीन पाटणकर मुलुंडला आहे
नितीन
ना, लोकसत्तामध्ये लिहित होता बघ.
हो,
हो, लोकसत्तात लेख यायचे ना
नाही,
त्याचे.
मला माहित नाही अजिबातच. हा हा.
हो, लोकप्रभामध्ये पण येत होते, लोकसत्तामध्ये पण येत
Record
होते.
of.
अच्छा.
नितीन पाटणकर.
Every Saturday also he conducts a session on his Facebook page, basically.
Okay.
Okay, super.
Ah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, check. Because he is very heavily advocating the chakra balancing, basically.
It is one of the most beautiful practices. Beautiful.
The only thing is, if it is goes into a deep, na, there is some problem. That's what I have heard. I mean, without knowing, sometimes our
No.
kundalini.
You have to learn. Basically, you have to learn, and it doesn't take every day. It doesn't take more than 10-15 minutes. Huh?
Okay.
All that he has told you to do, along with Gayatri mantra, everything. You know, it's full package basically. And
Vidyanti, what you're
Sorry?
saying is third eye. If you do third eye and Kundalini Jagrut, no,
Uh-huh.
then you're in big trouble if you don't know what you're doing.
That's what I'm little bit cautious about that.
No. This is one is for maintenance. This is not like going into much of
Okay.
time wise also not too much. But if you are doing it for cure, then he will have another session with you. It's not the same. Basically.
अच्छा, ओके.
But now he takes online sessions or something of that sort.
Karthik, you can put record off.
He is doing these workshops online now.
Acha. Okay.
Chalo, now we got somebody to Google today.
Yeah, but guys, check out Donna Eden also. You all will really love her.
Who's
She's
Donna?
fabulous. Donna, Donnaeden, and she teaches something called the Eden Healing Practice. So she's practiced it for 40 years. She's one of the most powerful women when it comes to energy healing. You must check her out. Must.
The funniest
Chalo.
thing that Dr. Patankar says, and you probably will agree, Sonam, is that we have this knowledge with us, as in India, the yoga and the chakra healing knowledge for centuries, but we waited for the Westerners to give us the proof.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Ramayana, that Dr. Chandorkar applies this healing method and not actually.
All right. Good night.
Tomorrow.
Thank you guys.
Good
Tomorrow,
night.
9:30.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.